There's something when you look at me I can't control. It's like a hold you got on me. I don't wanna let go. I need it. I need it. Oh, baby, as if you have power over me and I need to be set free.
Hello, my name is Jalayah, and this is 25 questions about my debut album, Confessions of a Lover. I think that's 3, yes. Who contributed heavily to this project? I would have to say my producer Brandon J, as well as my engineer Jonathan J. Henry. They were so amazing. They made a safe space for me to really create and just be myself. I really enjoyed that. Patti LaBelle, Aretha Franklin, and Gladys Knight. I would say Patti LaBelle, although I love all the divas. Patti LaBelle because she's very animated and that really touches my heart. If I had to pick somebody else, I would say Gladys because her voice remained the same. But again, I do love all the divas. Out of all new artists today, who really inspires me, pick 3. I would say Ray. She is phenomenal to me. She gives me, if you ever watch a movie, like the start of a biopic, it is this grand performance or whatever, and then it, transitions into their life and shows you how they got to that point. She gives you that every last time she performs. I enjoy that. I would say after her, Chloe Bailey, who is just fabulous to me. I don't know why people give her such a hard time. I think she is absolutely fabulous. And a third person, since I did 2 girls, I would say Duran Bernard. Although he is not a new artist, he is absolutely fabulous. He's animated, he creates, he plays with his voice, and that's something that I really enjoy from artists. I'm gonna answer that one later. What's one thing you want the world to say about you? I would like the world to say that I am one of the best to ever do it. Like, I would love them to say that she gave her best and she was so fierce. She wasn't just beautiful, she wasn't just this, she was all of it in totality. So I would love them to say that about me. What's the day in my life? Well, rehearsal, watching reruns of The Nanny and The Golden Girls, eating takeout if I don't get something from some restaurant, and I would say that's about it. Or going to class afterward, I would say. It's like a day, but very boring. I feel like if somebody was to have a reality TV show with me, they'll be like, she don't do nothing. Like, she goes to class all the time. Are you single? If so, why? This isn't my business. I am single, and I would say I'm single because I feel I'm always begging for the love that I give out so easily, and relationships aren't what I thought they would be. Like, you got to share your partner, and I'm not really the best with sharing what I care about, so I prefer not to do it. Okay. How did you come up with your album title? I came up with my album title in the year 2021. I was in a car with someone I was in a relationship with, and I just kept hearing confess and love, and before I knew it, heard Confessions of a Lover, you know what I'm saying? So I put it together and I just wrote it down. I made a playlist so I didn't forget it, and he's the only person who has the playlist called Confessions of a Lover. How long have I been singing? I have been singing since I can breathe. I have been singing my entire life. I started singing probably by the age of 4 years old, and then I would say I've been singing professionally since 2021. Who are my top 10 musical influences? This is hard. I would say I'm gonna give you my top 10 before I turn 10 because I'm inspired by a lot of people for different reasons. So my favorite singer of all time is Yolanda Adams, and after her I would say Beyonce and Daryl Coley, Smokey Norfolk, Jasmine Sullivan, Dorinda Clark Cole, who is so fierce. I would say Diana Ross, Janet Jackson. I don't know if I'm at 10. I'll give you 2 more. Favorite singers. Tank is absolutely amazing. Oh my God. I don't know if I'm at 10 yet. Maybe I said Daryl Cole, Smokey Norfolk. I can't think of, I don't know if I'm at 10, but I'm gonna just say that's 10. What do I do on days I feel like giving up? I cry, I kick, I scream. Sometimes I call my girlfriends and they hear me cry, kick, and scream. I watch reruns of The Nanny, and I watch this lady called Ashley Says So, who breaks down different stars, and she talks about how they got into stardom and how stardom was for them, and it really heals me because they were told no a lot, and they were going through a lot of the same things that I'm going through. So it lets me know it's not saying that you're less talented, it's saying that it may not be your time, and that really helps me. And then when I hear somebody sing something, it makes me want to get back into it, you know. Are you working on any new songs? I am. There are 3 more songs to add to the album, and I didn't want to put them on there because I felt they were too honest, and I felt like people was going to hear them and say, stand up, like, girl, stand up, like, why you over here really going crazy about these people or these men? And when I listened back to it, I felt that it's something that needs to be talked about, it's something that needs to be listened to. So I decided to finish writing the songs, and I'm gonna record them in like the next few weeks, and in fall the whole project will be 11 songs with the visuals and everything. Who did you make this album for? That's a good question. I would say I made this album for real lovers. Like, y'all like my boots? I'm sorry. I made this album for real lovers. People who yearn and aren't afraid to say that they yearn. People who go out of their way, not just for one specific person, but for anybody they're in a relationship with. I made this album for those people because that is me, you know, and I haven't seen somebody reflect in music what I felt, and I wanted to listen to an album that said everything that I feel in music and everything I deal with, from relationships to situationships and family, and say, hey, this is what I'm going through, and somebody have it, you know, in some melody. How often do I rehearse? Child, too much. I rehearse 5 days a week, and I rehearse from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. And 2 days a week I go to my performing arts school called AGI Entertainment, where I train with my vocal coach, Brandon J. How was making the album? It was hard. Like, every emotion you hear in this project, I experienced with this. Like, any queer person, especially a queer person from the South, specifically like South Louisiana, we know what it is to be laughed at, and that's something I struggle with that I never really let go of from grade school. And I just felt like, what if I put this out and people just joke on me, or they say all type of nasty things? And it really made me say, do I want to do it? And I said, you know what? You've done other things on the internet, so why not, you know, give them that. What's my writing process? I freestyle, and I just put on my voice memos, and I go and go. Whenever I feel the music no longer takes me, I stop, and at some point I go and listen to it, and I jot down all the lines that I love, and then I listen for 2 sentences at least to start a verse or finish a verse, and then we go from there. Sometimes you find a hook from there, and I will keep hearing like a melody saying the same thing, and then from that I may ad-lib my way into like a hook or something. Who's your diva or top 5 divas? Okay, my top 5 divas: Beyonce, always. Beyonce, Yolanda Adams, Toni Braxton, who I think redefined what it is for women to have low voices and be sexy. Diana Ross, who is so fabulous, like the big curly hair, Diana Ross. And I would say my 5th diva will always be T.S. Madison, because I cannot go a day without looking at her videos or listening to what she talks about. She really makes me feel better as a person. Do I find it hard being a trans artist? I do. I feel like people focus on what you look like opposed to what you're doing. And for somebody who takes it seriously, I want them to focus on being totality, you know? If you could collaborate with any artist, living or dead, who would it be? Kirk Franklin. I would love to work with him because I feel he would give me space to be human, and that speaks to me. My favorite song, what is my favorite song on the album? Heartbreak. It's because I think I would have a fun time like singing that song. Like, that song is singy, it's so much vocal in it. It's not, you know, dulled down. I think I would have a good time singing that. Let's see what else we got. Okay, let's see. What inspired me to make this album? I felt it was time, because if I didn't do it now, I may never do it. And that was enough for me to say, stop dragging your feet, and if they like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't, you know? What person inspires me most? I would have to say 2 people inspire me most. First, T.S. Madison. being a woman of trans experience and watching her come from nothing, like living a real trans experience and being able to live out your dreams and be fierce, be fabulous, and not let somebody tell you what you can and cannot do really speaks volumes to me, and especially wanting to be in the entertainment industry. And Beyonce. Beyonce, I remember being a kid and people saying, oh, she don't really sing or she don't really this. Beyonce heard all of that stuff and said, F you. She went back and practiced and she sung songs so fierce to us. It's hard for skilled vocalists to sing her songs. That is like the biggest middle finger to everybody. Who sings my favorite song? Marvin Sapp. He saw the best in me. Yeah. My favorite genre of music, gospel. Gospel music is the foundation of all music, I feel. You have traditional, you have gospel R&B, you have rap, you have the whole thing, and I just really, gospel music is the one genre you have to experience and be a true Christian, I feel, to get the message across. You can sound good, but I feel like to get the message across, you have to be somebody who really believes, you know. Dream producer and writer, Babyface. Babyface, I would love for him to make me a song, specifically a love ballad. I think every good singer, vocalist, whatever, has a love ballad, and that is the song that I would like to have in my career before I die. Like Beyonce has Dangerously in Love, and Whitney Houston has Everything, Mariah Carey has Everything, and Celine Dion, My Heart Will Go On, and Jasmine Sullivan, In Love with Another Man. I want that one song where it's like, this is so true, and you can replay it for the rest of your life, so you do it. I think that's all I want. Thank you so much for watching my 25 questions, and if you haven't already, please go and stream my album, The First Cut, Confessions of a Lover. It's everywhere on every platform. Confessions of a Lover by Jalayah, that is Jalayah, and keep watching for the next stuff, okay?